Hey y'all, so I am back for another snapshot into my studio, this series I'm doing here with you guys on YouTube, so I can just try to pack as much as I can into like 20 minutes and come to you every week. I'm a little bit this week is Saturday that this will be going up versus Wednesdays, which I've been trying to put them up because I've been working on this course, The Infinite Pool. It's a free offering. It's a full week's worth of my processes, Gelli Printing, some studio time in there, journal prompts, all the stuff I do over in my studio school. So I thought I would put together that, and actually it's filled up. But it's, I have a lot of spots left, so it's not like that. But it starts on Monday, and I thought, oh my God, I didn't tell you guys about it over here. So I wanted to put a video up. The link is going to be below for the free. It's a free course. You guys will love it. It's just a fun way to see what I'm doing with an Art Mythos series. And there's a free coupon if you wanted to move on. But whatever, I just want to be able to share it with you guys and put this up in enough time so that you would have a chance to go over there and start. Although it's evergreen, so whenever you get to it, it'll be good. Okay, so, and I also had I purchased this stuff at the Dollar Tree. I live in the dollar store and in the hardware stores. I'm always looking for unusual things to use in my art. So I saw this dish dryer. I was walking by and it's a sink mat, but what caught my eye was like these squares. I love the squares. And it's nice, flexible plastic. You see, it's really flexible. So I'm like, whoa, I like that. That should probably do some good printmaking. We'll see. It's a little thick right there, but I'm thinking it's going to still do some good printmaking. So we're going to see. And then the other thing I got over in the bath section is the bath mat. And look at all this for $1. But I'm thinking that this is going to work well as well. And you could use either side. I think either side is going to make different marks. So we're going to get started. I'm going to cut a piece of this down. So I think I want to cut one basically as wide as the mat. And then I want to leave these circular areas as well. So I'm going to cut this about like that. And they have all kinds of patterns. Like I'm just going to see how I like this based upon it. How these work. I'll know which ones to look for and which ones not to get, but I think these could work well. And then we still have these circular edges. You can actually make circles is what I was thinking. Yep. See, I'm gonna put them together and sort of make this and have this circular one as well. How cool is that? Let me cut this off. So I'm exploring this with you because I haven't used them. I thought I would save them to do in this little snapshot with you guys. Because you guys know how I like unique mark making. I don't really want to buy other people's stencils so much. I mean, some of them I have. When I find that they're generic enough, there's a few that I've gotten that I think are kind of cool. But mostly if they're too specific to another person's art, then I'm not crazy about that because that's, not my story. But then finding things like this, how cool are these to work with? And, you kind of get these non-specific mark making that just are generic and cheap too, like $1. Look how much I got 2 stencils out of this mat basically because I got my circular, a semicircular, a whole circle, and a square. And I'm using my large plate. So this is the 12 by 14. So this is a large Gelli plate that I'm using today. I'm also going to be using some of the Chinese calligraphy paper. This works really well because I want to do some building up of color. I'll show you. These are some that I've worked on this week. So you guys can see, the colors and the patterns. Oh, this paper is really nice. This is a nice one where I kind of got that mark making. That wasn't with this square. This was with some bark paper. So just to kind of show you some of like all that gold came off the plate. Yummy. So I've been working with these papers. I got a lot of it. So I thought what I'm going to do, and what I do is I have the tendency to do layers on top of these. So I'm only going to work on 2 sheets and let's get started. So, no, which color do I want to start with, right? I think what I'm going to do is I want to get some clear layers going. Let's start with this gold. This is the DIY shop. It's a inexpensive paint. I think I got this at Tuesday mornings for like $1.49, but I know Michael's carries these for a couple bucks. DIY shop. And I just want to start getting my plate moving, acclimated, and my paint's out the way. I feel like everything's right up on top of me. And let's just start the process of getting some color on the plate on the paper without it being too much of a commitment yet. We just want to see what we're going to go with this, okay? So first thing I want to do is let's put this down while the paper is still clear so we can just see exactly. See, I'm thinking with this paper, because it's thinner, this Japanese paper, it should go down and grab into these holes because this mat has a bit of thickness to it. So I think if we just really rub and get it down into those holes, not only will it pick up this pattern, but it's going to also leave. It's going to leave a pattern there that we'll be able to play with. So let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow, that's a nice overall square gridded pattern. Oh, I love it. Okay, I'm already on board. And then let's pick up that gold. I want to just grab it in the middle there a bit. Just see what the ghost will be for this. Oh yeah. Okay, so it does make a nice ghost too. I mean, this is light, so I know it's hard for you guys to see. I'm starting off a little light, but that's good. So let's use a little bit of this Indian yellow hue in the goldens. A little bit of that down. I mean, since my plate is so large, I'm going to also use this is the pink flash. I'm probably going to use some red flash too. Get some this color going and a little bit of the aqua. This is an aqua flash as well, and the color shift paints. Okay. Just going to kind of do this rough mixing. Really get some color going on this plate. Oh, love that. Now let's put this one down and see what happens. We'll come back with this one first. Now these actually have a lot, you know, they're pretty raised. This side that I put down, I put the raised side down because I wanted to see. I think it's going to leave some circles underneath here is what I'm thinking. Circles of actual color. So when I go to do the ghost, that'll be there. So let's just see. We're playing. Ooh. That's neat. I missed this area right here. Let me just grab that. I guess that's where my hand was. I wasn't pressing down really well. Oh, look at that. Oh, I love that pattern. So let's remove it. Yes, and I thought those circles would be there because this plate is like a bit raised. Ah, looky here. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm liking these stencils. Oh wow, look at that. Success. That's a nice stencil. See, because it has like these little cups in it. See how it's like these cups? See how it's concave there? So when you press down on it, we get this print from the top of it because that's all these little scooped out areas. And then what's left behind is the circles that were covered. So that's where the paint remains. So you get two different really neat prints there. Love it. Okay, I think we're all going to be at the dollar store. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what I want to do is let's sort of figure out what I'm doing here now. I want to begin to, let me put a little bit of mark making down. We got to start getting something, get some energy here. So I'm using my Sumi paint right onto the plate. And I'm gonna get two different lines. Over here, it's gonna be more of a solid line because there's still some color, some paint down there. And over here, it's gonna bead up a little bit. And that's gonna be okay. And it's gonna soak through. That's how I get this mark making going. Oh, yum. See that? I'm sorry, I'm so busy looking at it myself. So I love that. Okay. And let me just grab some more of that because it's stuck there. Still information laying down there. Perfect. So let's do some of this quinacridone over gold. And where is my color shift red? The flat red flash. Try to link the colors below the video because I want to work fast because, you know, I want to get a lot in. So whatever colors. Okay, so let's come back with this one. And let's get some. And this is how I'm working on this paper. You just kind of want to look at that. Yeah. Just keep on building up these layers. And then you can still see that underneath. I'm loving it. Okay. So let's get some of this gold because this was the first gold that we used. It's really like a thin, you know, color. And that's kind of like, that's sort of what I call glazing. You know, since I've been using these, I call this a glazing because you just glaze, you're putting some color down and it's really like a glaze color. It's not really that thick of a color, but see, and you're still able to pick up some information there. It doesn't get rid of the background print that much, but it does, it begins to harmonize your backgrounds. Oh, I love this. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit more down here on this side. See, I'm going over here where, see how my ink, see how it's really laying there right now? It's not beating up or anything because there is actually some acrylic paint there, real thin layer that had already dried. I'm gonna put this down. I really want to get a nice dark print. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. See how quickly this can come together? Doesn't take a lot. I'm going to show you something I do because I am single-handedly going to revive photocopy art. I truly am. Okay, so I want to show you how, oh, this is looking fabulous. I'm gonna let that dry. I'm gonna show you something there. So let's come back to, we're gonna use a square one and I'm gonna use black flash. I love this color too. Just don't need a lot of it because it's a lot of color. And when I want to make a thin sort of glazed area, I don't really want a lot of it down. So I'm gonna put this down and then I want to come back with this print. And I'll put these squares, this square pattern that we now know we love, over it. Right, just doing it like this, going down in each of those little holes, just sort of running your fingers down it. Aren't these cool? I mean, for $1, how cool is this? Wow. Yep. Look at that. So see how we now have that black flash, which is actually kind of a black with a bronze in it. This paint is so yummy. But then with the black mark making that we had put down there already, you see we have a different kind of dark mark. So we have another sort of dark element, but it's not the black black. It's two different types of colors going on there, which really does make a difference. We'll pull this up. And actually, I think I'm gonna grab another sheet of paper real quick, even though I said I was only gonna work on those two. This is what happens when I start working it. But I want to pull this, I definitely want to pull that ghost up. I think we're gonna get a pretty decent ghost there. So let's see what we have. Actually, it didn't. See, it's too dry, but watch what we're gonna do. We're gonna put some quinacridone ozo gold down. And then we're gonna pull it. And it's gonna come up beautifully. Watch the magic of putting the right paints down. Okay, so we'll put this right back down. We're gonna pull this up. You want to be careful with this this Japanese paper because it is thin. It's pretty strong though, but you don't want it to stick to your plate. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. Look at that print from a sink mat. Let's remind ourselves what we're looking at. We're using a sink mat, okay? And look at that pattern. Just with two paints, Black Flash and quinacridone ozo gold. Now you guys know that I'm always in the studio working my paint colors, and I really start learning the combinations that work well together. But this one is a winner. This is a winner. Oh, I love that pattern. Okay, so that goes over there. So let's finish this plate up. So what I want to do is I'm going to put, now that I got this dark color down there too, I want to be able to pick some of this up. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a layer of the gold, the DIY shop gold down again. And I'm also going to put a layer of, just to have fun, let's put some of this teal, which is the Golden's Fluid acrylic. Let's put that along the bottom edge. Now, this is going to be more opaque. And what I want to do is, let's dry it a little bit. Now I'll come back for that one. Okay, so let's put a half a circle, semicircle down here. Let's just see how we can do this. And let's go ahead and put, let's do it this way because I want to get this edge down there too. That little rough edge from the overprinting. I want that on here. I want that to be a part of my print. So let's just rub into these areas. I got that gold up there too, so I want that. Yes. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. And see how the gold allowed us to, by me putting that thin layer of gold up here, it allowed me to pick up more information from the plate there. And then here, that sort of semicircular piece down there just added a really lovely mark. Love that. Now we still have underneath here, we still have that. So where are we going to put that? Oh, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to show you guys something. Hurry up, Robyn. Where is it? I just had it. Oh, some of this. I use this inkjet photo paper, which I'll have to do a whole session on it, but it's paper, but it's photo paper. And it's you know what I'm gonna do? I'm not even gonna pick that. I'm gonna let that dry because we're gonna get one good print here. And we're gonna do it. Let me just clean my brayer off while we're at it here, while we're waiting. And we're going to let this dry up just a little bit. And while it's drying, I think I'm going to pull, no, I'm going to wait. I'm going to hold off on that. We're going to do that last. And so I'm loving my prints. Oh, so let me show you while we're waiting for that to dry up. I'm going to go over here to my copier. You guys can hear me. And I'm going to show you exactly how how you can take a print, throw it on your photocopier, and use it in your art. So like over in my art mythos, I just did this one for one of my videos. And these are all photocopies. This is all photocopies of my actual jelly prints, just like I've made here with you guys just now. And then I can collage with them into my journal here. And you can just work different combinations over and over again without actually using that jelly print until you're ready to actually put it into a good piece. So let's look at this real quick. This is one that we just did. You guys can tell I'm all over my studio. That's why I call this a snapshot, so you guys can see how I'm working. So that's the one we just did. And now I just photocopied it. See? So now you can go right into using your prints without using this one until you're ready to commit this one, because this is on a good Japanese paper, where this is just a photocopy paper, or you can use the 25 or 100% cotton, and then you've made a better print, which then you can use that better print in your artwork too. But if you just want to fool around in your journals and figure out how you want to use these things, I mean, that's what I did. So I wanted to show you guys that, because we are going to, over here on my channel, we're going to revive photocopy art. I remember in the 80s, it was something that was such a big thing, because of course you didn't have all the digital technology and stuff that we have now. So, okay, let's go ahead now and pull this. We're going to pull this as, you'll see. Now I'm using the quinacridone Ozo Gold. I'm going to pull this as a print. This is going to make a print here. This is going to be gorgeous. And I'm going to use this photo paper. And we're going to get right down in there. Now this stuff is strong, so you can leave this on your plate and really pick up a lot of information, because it's not going to tear. I love this. I love that. Just love that. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Ooh. Oh, yes. Look at this. This is all from a bath mat print. Look at this yummy old wall. You know, that's what I'm known for, is my old wall jelly prints. Oops, no, I stuck it to the back. This stuff sticks. This photo paper really sticks to the paper. That's why it pulls stuff up so well. Look at that. Look at that print. And we made it just here with a couple of swipes, and that pattern is a bath mat. Oh my goodness, you couldn't have gotten that out of a stencil if you tried. Let me try to get this to really focus in. Come on, focus for us. Let me just bring it down a little bit. Sometimes that, oh, there we go. See that print. Come on, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Over here as well. So that's the old wall print that I think I've kind of gotten known for and enjoy making. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to do one more layer of this this light gold color. Okay, I'll fill the plate up with it, because I'm going to integrate this print now, and so that the whole background has a color on it, so it's not just, you know, the white. The way I do that is I literally take and just fill the whole plate up with color, and then I pull like this. Okay, well, that looks good. And then that way we've really, so see, we've integrated that background with the glazed color from the plate. And that's just a really yummy print too. Let's get this a little closer so you guys can see. We got several different, between the sink mat and the bath mat, we got some really good. So it doesn't take a lot. I mean, we have to have the jelly plate, so that probably would be your most expensive investment. I did use Goldens, but then I used a ton of this Color Shift DIY, and these are just a couple dollars a bottle. So you don't have to have expensive paints either. if you were to spend money on anything, I would say get one good gold, either quinacridone gold, or I like the iridescent bronze. This green gold is nice, and the Indian yellow hue. So, you know, just get 1 or 2 goldens, and you can get those on sale at Michael's and places like that with a 40% or 50% off coupon. So there we have it. I know this is quick. I hope that I haven't gone too long, because, you know, I want, you know, these to be snapshots and for me not to, you know, have a situation where my videos aren't being pushed out because they're too long or whatever, however that goes. But look at these. So these are what we've done. Oh, love them. Love them. This is a photocopy of that one. This is on my inkjet paper. Look how beautifully that pulled. This is the other one that we've done. So very quickly, we were able to head off to the dollar store and start finding patterns that you think that you like and you respond to. I mean, this was $2 worth of purchases, and I've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, because I got a whole circle and a semicircle. You saw how well that worked. And there we have it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Also, don't forget to join me over in the free course that I have going right now. Well, it actually starts on Monday, the 15th, tax day. So I figured it was my way of giving back something free from my studio school to you guys on a day that you're sending money off to Uncle Sam. So, you know, it's just sort of my way of giving back, and everything doesn't have to cost. And you guys, you'll get a lot of information over there. It's several videos. There's some downloadable material. It's all kind of stuff. So join me over there. And in the meantime, I'll see you guys next week with some more from my studio. All right. Take care and happy creating. Bye-bye.